Imagine watching your daughter climb into what looks like a safe ride home, only for her to vanish into the night. No calls, no texts, no answers. That's exactly what happened on August 14th, 2025, in San Antonio, Texas, when 15-year-old Aubri Lynn Lewis stepped into a white Volvo and disappeared. Pause for effect. This is the story of Aubri Lynn Lewis, a story of trust, technology, and the terrifying reality of how quickly a simple ride can turn into a nightmare. Aubri was just 15, a bright, curious teenager navigating life in San Antonio's far west side. On the evening of August 14th, she made a decision that would change everything. A car pulled up, white, a Volvo, marked as an Uber, or at least that's what it seemed. Her mother watched from the doorway. She saw her daughter step inside. The car pulled away. That moment, ordinary, fleeting, was the last time anyone saw Aubri. Security footage exists, a blurry video that shows a white car, but the license plate? Unreadable. Investigators still don't know who was driving. Was it a legitimate Uber driver, or was Aubri lured into a predator's trap? Within hours, panic set in. Aubri didn't call. She didn't text. Her phone went silent. And when investigators began their search, they realized they had almost nothing to work with. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office launched a full-scale search. Flyers went up. Volunteers combed the area. But the digital trail, the one clue investigators hoped would save her, was eerily thin. Normally, rideshare apps like Uber and Lyft track every detail: driver ID, car model, license plate, route. But in Aubri's case, those details are missing. Investigators haven't confirmed whether a ride was booked on her account, or if someone posed as her driver. This isn't the first time rideshare apps have been linked to danger. In 2019, 21-year-old Samantha Josephson mistook a car for her Uber in South Carolina. She was abducted and murdered. That tragedy sparked a wave of warnings. Always check the license plate. Always ask the driver's name. But as Aubri's case shows, warnings only matter if the systems around them work. Here, the system failed, and a teenager is gone. Since 2017, there have been more than 10,000 reported incidents linked to rideshare apps in the US, including assaults, kidnappings, and homicides. Uber itself admits that between 2019 and 2020, nearly 4,000 sexual assaults occurred during rides arranged through its app. These aren't just statistics, they're stories. Stories like Uber driver Jason Dalton, who went on a shooting spree in Michigan in 2016, killing 6 people. Stories like Lyft driver Orlando Vilches Lazo, dubbed the rideshare rapist, arrested in California. And now, possibly, the story of Aubri Lynn Lewis. The truth is, rideshare apps are built on trust. Trust in strangers. Trust in a screen that says, "Your driver has arrived." But trust can be exploited. Predators know that. And sometimes, a child doesn't come home. For Aubri's mother, that last glimpse, her daughter stepping into the car, is a memory that won't fade. Imagine it. Standing on your doorstep, believing your child is safe, only to realize hours later that you may have witnessed her abduction. The community is shaken. Parents in San Antonio are urging their kids to triple-check rides. Schools are discussing rideshare safety. And on social media, the case is spreading quickly, not just as a missing persons report, but as a warning. Because Aubri isn't just another face on a poster. She represents every child, every teenager, who steps into the wrong car at the wrong time. As of today, Aubri Lynn Lewis remains missing. She is 15 years old, 5'2", brown eyes, dark hair, last seen wearing a casual outfit, stepping into a white Volvo near her home on San Antonio's far west side. If you have any information about Aubri's disappearance, contact the Bexar County Sheriff's Office immediately. Share her story. Keep her name alive. Because in cases like this, awareness isn't just power, it's survival. Aubri Lynn Lewis, missing since August 14th, 2025. San Antonio, the quiet tragedy of Juanita Rosa. On August 4th, 2025, in the small town of Hinckley, Minnesota, 85-year-old Juanita Rosa set out on what should have been an ordinary drive. But that drive would end in tragedy. For over 2 weeks, her family and community searched desperately. And then, on August 22 ND, the search came to a heartbreaking close. Juanita was found deceased, alone, just 200 yards from her car, deep in the woods of Superior, Wisconsin. This is the quiet tragedy of Juanita Rosa, a story that reminds us, not all missing persons vanish in violence. Sometimes it's isolation, confusion, and time itself that becomes the deadliest predator. Juanita Rosa was 85, a grandmother, a neighbor, a part of her community. On August 4th, she left home behind the wheel of her car. Nothing unusual. But when night fell, Juanita didn't return. And for a family, that silence was deafening. Authorities and volunteers fanned out across Minnesota and Wisconsin, chasing the faint trail of an 85-year-old woman who seemed to have simply vanished. Law enforcement tracked leads. Flyers appeared in town squares and grocery stores. Still, day after day passed with no answers. Hope battles despair. Did she wander off? Was she hurt? Or did someone take her? And then August 22nd, the answer came. In Superior, Wisconsin, just across the state line, searchers located her car, parked near a wooded area. Hidden beneath the canopy of trees, they found Juanita's body. There were no signs of foul play, just a life, ended quietly, far from home. Juanita's death is heartbreaking, but sadly, it is not rare. Every year, thousands of elderly Americans go missing. The Alzheimer's Association reports that 6 in 10 people with dementia will wander at least once. For many, they are found safe. In 2019, 90-year-old Robert Allen wandered away from his assisted living facility in Georgia. He was found deceased days later, just half a mile from the building. In 2021, 84-year-old Barbara Thomas vanished during a hike in California. She was never found. These cases reveal a haunting truth. For the elderly, simple disorientation can be deadly. For Juanita, it appears she became lost, disoriented on unfamiliar roads. Her car left behind. Her body only steps away, hidden by trees. No crime, no villain, just time, nature, and vulnerability, conspiring in silence. The grief isn't just about death. It's about not knowing, about picturing your loved one in the dark, waiting for you to find them. They remind us to check on our friends, to recognize the signs of memory decline, to understand that sometimes vanishing doesn't look like a kidnapping. Sometimes it looks like a wrong turn, a car parked just off the road, a life slipping quietly out of view. On August 22nd, Juanita Rosa's story ended in tragedy. But her life, 85 years of memories, family, and community, deserves to be remembered, not as just another missing person case, but as a reminder of the fragility of our elders and our responsibility to them. If you live with or near an elderly loved one, check in. Ask questions, offer help, because sometimes the smallest gesture can prevent the quietest tragedies. Dedicated to the memory of Juanita Rosa and all missing elders who never made it home. Texas, someone knows something.